On Wednesday, President Biden was in Colorado, specifically in Lauren Boebert's district, to take a tour around a company called CSS Wind, which is the largest producer of wind towers here in the United States. They also, thanks to the Infrastructure Act and Inflation Reduction Act, they got millions of dollars from the federal government to expand their business and hire 850 new people as part of that expansion. So this legislation brought 850 jobs at the very least to Lauren Boebert's district, in addition to another $190 million to repair basic infrastructure needs in Lauren Boebert's district. And you better believe that President Biden pointed that out on Wednesday. But he wasn't just there to tout how good the Infrastructure and Inflation Reduction Act has been for the country. No. President Biden decided to, I don't want to say get a little nasty, because he didn't get nasty. He should have, but he didn't. But he did decide to take a couple of shots at Lauren Boebert. Boebert has not only voted against this legislation, which he reminded all the voters there that, hey, you get $190 million, you get better roads, better streets, everything. We got 850 new jobs. And your lawmaker, the person you sent to Congress, voted against that. She didn't want this. And to this day, Biden reminded them, she still wants it to be repealed. She has referred to this legislation as garbage. She also called it wasteful. Garbage. 850 jobs just in your district. And you called it garbage. This is the kind of thing that President Biden needs to be doing from now until Election Day. Okay, you're not necessarily going out there campaigning, but you are, and I don't think this is, a coincidence, targeting a district with a very vulnerable Republican, pointing out the fact that they voted against the legislation and talking about all the good things the legislation did for their district, and then capping it off by once again reminding them that this MAGA freak doesn't want this to happen. She doesn't want you to have these jobs. She doesn't want you to have $190 million. She thinks this is garbage. Because not only is that a boost for Biden, but it's a boost for the Democrat running against whoever's district it is that Biden goes and does this. In the case of Boebert, it's Adam Frisch. But again, this is what he should be doing. And honestly, as I said, he didn't get nasty. He was much more of a statesman, but I think sometimes you have to get nasty. Now, you don't have to devolve into the name calling and the insults, but I think you got to be a little bit tougher, a little bit meaner, reminding people that these Republicans don't want you to have good things. They don't want your life to get better. They're actively trying to make your life worse. And for the record, a couple weeks ago, Biden actually did do that while talking about the infrastructure bill. He said, quote, "They want to go back to the bad old days when corporations looked around the world to find the cheapest labor they could find to send the jobs overseas and then import the products back to the United States. They just don't give up. But guess what? We won't let these things happen." That's the kind of talk we need. That is what we want to see more of from Biden from now until Election Day, and then hopefully for another 4 years. Because if he does this, if he reminds these people all across the country about the good things he's done and how their Republican legislator voted against it, I think 2024 is going to be pretty easy. But he has to keep it up, and sometimes you got to get a little mean. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.